Something like this could usher in a new wave up. Hope you guys had a good day. Welcome to the channel. If you enjoy traditional technical analysis, you're in the right place. We're going to start by looking at the SPX today. So let's get right into it. As I'm zooming in today and looking at the daily candle on the daily time frame, looking at this bullish three-line strike engulfing 1, 2, 3 previous negative trading days. Previous bullish engulfing candle blasted right back through the previous support and resistance. Key inflection point, in my opinion, of where you want to be, where the bids are coming in, and you have a good trend line on the daily. I'd like to see some follow through on this bullish engulfing candle. I'd like to see us get back above 37.92 on the daily. If not, you will create some bearish divergence on the MACD, but with this increasing positive momentum, with increasing volume, with RSI breaking through the 50 neutral zone, I do think you're in for a relief rally here. Let's go ahead and get into the weekly. So looking at the weekly, this key reversal area back from August 31st, 2020, where we tagged it and were rejected. Looking at it now, sitting on it as support, plus holding the 200 moving day average as support. Decent volume on the weekly. Also look at this. Bullish divergence on the weekly MACD. Bullish divergence on the weekly RSI. So bullish divergence on both oscillators. Strong engulfing candle. You even gapped up from the previous week's low. Something like this could usher in a new wave up. Looking at the daily, you sold off 20% from this previous swing high. It looks like bulls are back in control. When you're looking at sellers, they tried once, they tried twice, and failed. Rally underway. Let's see what Monday brings us. Let's take a look at the Nasdaq. Checking the Nasdaq on the daily, well-defined parallel downtrend, bear market. We all know it. We know the macro. But look what you're doing today. Bullish engulfing candle, 3-line strikes invalidating 1, 2, 3 prior trading days. Bullish context, holding support from September 2020, July 2020. Holding with triple bullish divergence on the MACD, bullish divergence on the RSI, coming up to neutral on the RSI. I'd like to see that break through and move into the bullish control zone. But right now, very good start. If this is what you want to see for a market reversal, you're doing the right things. Holding the heart line of the parallel downtrend as well. Great. Let's take a look at the weekly. Weekly still holding this parabolic uptrend for now. Bullish divergence on the weekly and on the RSI. Still below that 200 moving day average, but breaking back above critical support resistance at 10.823. Let's see what next week brings. Let's get into the Dow Jones. Dow Jones on the weekly looking stronger than all of them. You have hidden bullish divergence on the MACD, bullish divergence on the RSI, approaching neutral again, holding critical support pre-COVID crash highs, rallying above your 200 moving average on the weekly. Gapped up. Let's see if there's any follow through on this bullish candle. Next level that I expect for you to see tested is 33,208. Let's take a look on next week brings. But very positive if you want to be bullish in these markets. Let's get into the Russell. Weekly on the Russell, you do have bullish divergence still forming. Bullish divergence on both oscillators, MACD and the RSI. Still below the 200-day moving average, but breaking back above key inflection points. Pre-COVID crash highs from January 2020 on the Russell. This is the weekly time frame. Let's take a look at the daily. Daily breaking the supply line, double bottoming with bullish divergence. You're still building positive momentum on the MACD, approaching past 50 on the RSI. Bullish engulfing candle, getting back into key inflection areas. I do want to see this break out of here further on Monday. Let's see what next week brings. But if you want to see market bottoming process, you're in the right direction here. Let's get into the VIX. This is what you want to see again. If you're being very bullish on the markets, you have bearish divergence on the MACD, RSI, breaking a long trend that I have back from August 22, breaking down below, and to me, in my opinion, breaking below 31.24, key inflection point as resistance support. You bearishly back tested, and now you have follow through confirmation. In my opinion, we'll see what happens on Monday. Let's take a look at the weekly. I do think 26 in time if this trend wants to continue. RSI pointing down, negative momentum starting to, or positive momentum beginning to wane. How about the dollar? If you want these markets to see a rally, you are doing the right things. Bearish divergence on the MACD, RSI, bearish engulfing candle. This is the weekly time frame. Taking a look at the daily. Just back at support on this trend line dating back from August 22, which you can see was resistance. Price ran up, tagged it, sold off, broke it. Market participants pushed it back down. We rallied up, back tested, up to next levels, sold off, rolled over, held this as support now. So this has historically been support, both of these levels here. So if you're looking for a breakdown in the dollar, first break this trend line, break this low here. I think you'll see 107.68 in time if these bullish conditions want to continue. Let's get into some individual stocks. Tesla, everybody's favorite asset. Looking at the daily time frame here, you're at the pattern completion zone of a type 2 bullish bat holding critical supports from December 20, February 21, March of 21, resistance in June 21, support, back to the highs. I think here you don't have any edge on the oscillators, but you've made it through earnings. You have decent volume on this bullish engulfing candle here. If you're playing just the fib levels from previous discernible swing high to swing low, 50% retrace Dow's theory could be in play back up to 258. Not much of an edge to enter along here, except you could marginally have a stop loss before these lows here back at 201. Other than that, let's take a look at the 4-hour. Bullish engulfing candle with follow through. You'll probably see this gap fill in time for sure. You do have, however, bullish divergence on the 4-hour. One low, second low, one low, higher low on the RSI. Bullish divergence on the MACD. As price is decreasing, negative momentum starts to begin to wane. Now you are seeing positive momentum building again. Let's see what next week brings us. If you do fall back below 209.07, 181 in time. Alright, let's get into Bitcoin. What are we doing Bitcoin on the daily here? Consolidation, same prices since September 18th. Just been sideways for September, October, 2 months. But you're holding this respective level here, 18,944, as a hard support. The buyers are just stepping up. Look at volume today. This is the daily time frame. Again, another hammer candle potentially. We'll see. What I'd like to see is price run up, break through, back test, carry on. You don't always get that though. We'll have to see. I do believe there might be absorption of remaining demand here. If that is the case, you probably see a mark back down. If you take out these lows here, any bullish argument you have for the past couple months will probably be invalidated. You breaking 17,567. That was a quick across the markets, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Leave any comments, questions for me below. I'll get back to you, and I hope to see you next time.